Hey everyone, welcome back to the Just Start Talking podcast, your go-to space for learning and loving conversational English. I'm your host Jody, and this is episode 19 in season 1 of the Just Start Talking podcast. If you're just tuning in, this show is all about helping you feel more confident speaking English, whether you're learning for work, travel, fun, or just because you want to. Today's topic is a big one. It's something that confuses a lot of English learners. Idioms. What the heck are they? Why do native speakers use idioms so much? And how can you understand or even use them yourself? Don't worry, I've got your back. We're going to break it all down in a super simple, chill way. So, let's just start talking. First off, what is an idiom? An idiom is a phrase or expression where the meaning is not the same as the literal words. Let me explain. If I say, "It's raining cats and dogs," I don't mean actual cats and dogs are falling from the sky. That would be weird. I just mean it's raining really hard. So idioms are expressions where the whole phrase means something different than what the words actually say. Okay, why do people use idioms? Good question. Native speakers seem to use them all the time. Why? Because idioms make conversations more colorful, more natural, and more fun. They can add humor, emotion, or emphasis. Sometimes idioms help people say something without saying it directly. It's part of how people connect and express themselves. Think of idioms as shortcuts to a deeper meaning. They help us say more with fewer words. So, how many idioms are there in English? This might surprise you, but experts estimate there are over 25,000 idiomatic expressions in the English language. Yep, you heard that right. 25,000 idioms. But don't panic. You don't need to learn all of them. Most people only use a few hundred in daily life. And today, I'll share some of the most common ones to help you sound more natural when you speak. So, there are 4 different types of idioms. Not all idioms are the same. Let's look at the 4 types and an example for each one. The first one is pure idioms. These are the kind where the meaning has nothing to do with the individual words. For example, kick the bucket. This means to die. I know it sounds funny, but it's a common idiom, especially in older movies or jokes. Then we have binomial idioms. These are made up of 2 words joined by and or the word or. These are usually fixed in order. For example, black and white. This means something is very clear with no confusion or middle ground. For example, the rules are black and white. No exceptions. Next we have partial idioms. Only part of the expression is fixed. The rest can change a little bit. For example, to hit the, you might hear to hit the road, to hit the hay, to hit the books. Each has a different meaning. To hit the road means to leave. To hit the hay means go to bed. To hit the books means to start studying. Then we have prepositional idioms. These idioms combine verbs and prepositions in a way that creates a new meaning. For example, look forward to. This means to be excited about something. For example, I'm looking forward to the weekend. All right, the top 5 most common idioms in English. Let's talk about the 5 idioms you'll probably hear the most. These are super common in everyday conversation, movies, TV, and social media. The first one is break the ice. This means to start a conversation in a social situation or make people feel more comfortable. For example, I told a joke to break the ice at the meeting. The next one is a piece of cake. That means something that's really easy. For example, the exam was a piece of cake. The third one is under the weather. This means feeling sick or not well. For example, I didn't go to work today. I was feeling under the weather. Number 4, spill the beans. This is to reveal a secret. Like, don't spill the beans about the surprise party. Finally, we have bite the bullet. This means to do something difficult or unpleasant that you've been avoiding. I finally bit the bullet and went to the dentist. So, how do we learn idioms without stressing out? All right, let's get real for a minute. Learning idioms can feel overwhelming, but don't try to memorize lists. Instead, try these tactics. Watch TV shows or movies in English and listen for the idioms. Maybe write them down in a journal or notebook. Maybe read short stories or articles and highlight any new expressions that you don't know. Be sure to write down idioms you hear and try to use them in your own sentences. Remember, practice makes perfect. And then practice with a friend or language partner. Idioms become a lot easier the more you see or hear them in context. So let's do a quick recap. Today we talked about what idioms are, why native speakers love them, how many idioms are out there. There's 25,000. The different types of idioms, and 5 different idioms that you're likely to hear all the time. So, we have a little homework. You heard that right, homework. This week, try to use one new idiom in a real conversation. It does not have to be perfect. Just give it a shot. Remember, this show is called Just Start Talking for a reason. The more you use English, the better you'll get. So, thank you for hanging out with me today on the Just Start Talking podcast. If you like this episode, don't forget to follow, leave a review, and share it with somebody else who's learning English too. And hey, if there's an idiom you've heard and don't understand, send it my way. I might break it down in a future episode. Until next time, keep talking, keep learning, and keep it real. See you soon, and have a great day. Bye.